Arrington and Orlando Scandrick are back. Let's move to Tom Brady, whose future is as cloudy as ever, with reportedly no movement on his contract talks with the Patriots so far. Even so, a lot of people in the media seem to be warming up to the idea that a return to New England is the most likely outcome for the GOAT, including Peter King, who says that his gut feeling right now is that Brady is back in Foxborough next year. All right. Marcellus, does this change your opinion? You think Brady resigns with the Patriots?
Nope, not at all. I think there's a great chance he leaves, and I tell you that we can't forget who Tom Brady is, who was unheralded leaving college, not going to college, leaving college. Wants to test those NFL waters just to feel what that feels like to be wanted to that level, to that extent. You're talking about Tom Brady being a free agent, and everyone says that and just moves on from that sentence, but focus in on free agent. A GOAT is a free agent from a franchise. So don't act like franchise you love me that much, because you're allowing me to go out there and be tempted. And then he actually fought to be a free agent. That curiosity is going to go out there and figure out what's available before he comes back. So last right of refusal or first right of refusal you think is the Patriots. It's last. After I see what's out there, I'll come back and check in and just let you know it's been great. Can you make this greater? If not, I think he's gone.
Did you steal my notes?
Oh, okay. You my dog.
Steal my notes.
You my dog.
You stole my notes.
No.
You think he's interested in leaving?
I think so. I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves, but I think, you know, he weighs his options first.
Oh, yeah.
I think he comes back to Foxborough. He sits down ultimately, and he talks to Mr. Kraft. And he looks him in the eye, and he says, I want to be here, but I want to feel appreciated. And at the same time, I want some weapons around me. I want to go after this thing, and I want to win more. I think Tom Brady is more addicted to winning than he is money. Wife make over $25 million a year.
Lord.
He's been making over $20 million a year for the last 8 to 10 years. I think they figure it out. I don't think there's a better place for him. I don't think he goes and learns a new system at 43 with John Gruden. I don't think he comes to the Chargers and plays second fiddle to the Rams and tries to figure it out with them on the move.
Chill.
I think that, you know, he goes back, gets some weapons, he gets a contract that's comparable 2-3 years, and he finishes this thing out on New England Patriot.
I think the longer this thing plays out with a certain direction, you know how it's like no real direction being given by the Patriots, there's no real direction being given by Tom Brady, everything is very cryptic. I think the longer that plays out, I think the level of, or high level of him returning, it continues to go down. They're not going, from what I'm hearing report-wise, they're not going to franchise him because you don't.
They can.
Right, they
He
can't.
can't.
negotiator.
He already negotiated. Get that out of here.
So with that being said, taking that one option off of the table, you're getting a smaller opportunity for a successful re-engagement between the two parties. So I think he is going to. I believe he'll test the free agent market. If I had to go with what I truly believe where he'll end up being, I do think he'll be in Foxborough.
I think that there was a little bit of a miscalculation by Tom Brady in terms of what was going to happen this offseason. I think Tom Brady anticipated playing better than he did this year, and that's why he wanted AB back so badly and was frustrated. Tom Brady thought he would put together a solid season, get to the end of it, and have just unprecedented leverage. They can't franchise me. I can force them to go out and get weapons. He didn't play that well. So his leverage is weakened because people are looking at it like, should they move on? He's 42. He's leaking oil. I just don't think he has the amount of leverage that he thought he was going to have this offseason. I've always felt like his highest value is with the New England Patriots, with Bill Belichick, with Josh McDaniels. He doesn't really make sense these other places. And again, had he played really well, be like, oh, yeah, the Chargers, Tennessee, any team looking to win right now, Brady's an option. But because he didn't play that well, he doesn't have the leverage. I don't think he'll be able to force Bill Belichick as much as he thought he was. Go out and sign this guy. I heard Kyle Hurd today talking about make him go out and get Stephon Diggs. Well, you ain't gonna make Bill Belichick do a damn thing at this point with the leverage you have. They may go out and get Stephon Diggs, but it won't be because Brady demanded it.
Well, I think in defeat, in terms of Brady and his lack of success this year, sets him up for a greater triumph individually. Divorce. I got to divorce my brand from Belichick. And this is the perfect chance. If I'm believing in myself and my skills and it was just the resources around me that were deprived, then I go somewhere else. And you don't even set that up unless you're really tempted to do it.
What is he trying to prove, though?
One, that I'm not going down in history as a tandem. Like, I got to a certain...
But he is.
But he is, but let's be real. If Tom Brady, like Joe Montana almost did when he went to the Chiefs, the AFC Championship game, like, when you get to a certain place, you're like, I don't want to always hear about the other. I get it. That's why most groups break up. Because it's like, yo, dog, I can rap too. And then they get to a certain place.
But it never works.
And they're always
And that's
recognized
the beauty
as
of
to what they
rolling the
were.
dice. It never works. But when it does, it's bigger than anything. And I think he's betting himself.
Look, Michael Jackson left the Jackson 5 in his prime.
That worked.
He didn't wait till he was 42. This ain't the time to bounce.
After the bad
Stick
album,
with the hit. Stick with Tito and
But hold on.
Jermaine. And
You
the
don't,
whole-
you're
done
going
it
to
for
Vegas
too
and
long.
you're saying, I'm not going to gamble, I'm not going to party, no shows, no dinners. Why are you in Vegas? He's a free agent for a reason.
I agree.
You do not say
His
that.
calculation, though, when he got to free agent, it was different. He thought he would be landing in free agency, playing at a relatively high level.
Truth.
Now that he's not, I think, because
He's just going to tuck himself back in New England bed.
He never wanted to leave New England.
Ever.
He wanted more leverage than what he had.
When you're driving that nice Bentley and it's rolling smooth, no check engine lights, no tire pressure lights, do you take it in? Do you take it in to
I ain't
service
taking it in when the
department?
check engine light
I don't take it because I know it come on to. Once you done had some video, you know that thing come on.
But the thing is, where I'm going at this, it's not really broke. It's not broke. I mean, it's a good situation. I mean, I'm sure him and Bill don't see eye to eye, but what
The
two...
receivers are broke.
He's in Foxborough.
The receiver.
We'll give you our latest approval ratings for Joe Burrow. And Uncle Jimmy would tell us which team is the best fit for Burrow. Next! They help us talk about our approval ratings for Joe Burrow.
You know.
But first, who's your big dummy of the day?
Nice jersey.
The person who picked out that suit looking like the Kool-Aid man just went to college.
Say it. Oh, yeah.
Kool-Aid's here. All right,
man.
All right, let's talk Joe Burrow.
Oh, yeah.
I said earlier that Burrow selling for the Bengals is proof he's not confident in himself. And I've been saying for weeks that Carolina is the best place for him, especially since his LSU offensive coordinator, Joe Brady, just got hired there. Marcellus, is Carolina the best fit for Burrow?
No, it's not. Two reasons. One, what do you have to give up, Carolina, in some trade package to get Joe Burrow? We were talking about before, Christian McCaffrey, other assets, number 7 pick. Oh, no. Two, not so sure Joe Burrow wants to tie himself to Joe Brady, Belichick, Brady again. That sounds great, but you may not get the same results. And then you're going to always be in this tandem of legacy. I think a lot of guys don't want to raise their hand for that. No.
Oh, what? People want to raise their hand to be Belichick and Brady.
For the success, but not the tandem. You always want to hear somebody else's name? Whitlock and Wiley, you don't want to hear whatever we're here.
What's success?
Whitlock's
I want to hear success.
I'll give you that.
Success is more important than anything.
Carolina ain't going to do it with
All right, Uncle Jimmy, what's your take on my take that Joe Burrow should try to get out of Cincinnati?
My take is that this is amazing. This is unbelievable. You are telling Joe Burrows to not to go to the Cincinnati Bengals for the very same reason that Mike Wilborn told me not to come and join this team. But I came, because like Joe Burrow, hey, I'm a winner. I showed up, showed out, and turned this little ragtag-ass organization about.
Hold on, you calling us the Bengals?
I'm telling you.
Uh-oh.
And that's exactly what Burrows is going to do for the Bengals, just what I did for y'all.
That's cold.
What did you do for us?
Won a playoff game before?
Yeah.
What you need to do is tell the truth and shame the devil. Look here, this show is as close to the Cincinnati Bengals as it gets. It gets no lower. Look here, man, look here. The Bengals ain't won a game since 1991. A playoff game.
Yeah.
And the Lord knows, on the for real, you ain't scored since 1991.
Don't do that.
Huh?
We going to Vegas.
People say the Bengals is cheap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why in the hell is me and Darnell sharing a seat on Greyhound while you and Marcellus is taking the Lear jet? Huh? Douglas, who is the face of the Cincinnati Bengals? Anthony Munoz, Hall of Famer.
Okay, yeah.
Big, ugly lineman. Need I say more? Now, y'all gonna start talking about we the Bengals. If we ain't the Bengals, what the hell TJ Houshmandzadeh doing running all around here?
That's cool.
Man, I'm just glad Harambe ain't around here to see this mess, man.
Harambe.
R.I.P. to the homie, man.
Yeah,
Look, man, it ain't just the Bengals. It's the whole city of Cincinnati. Hey, man, look, I got a couple fun facts for you.
Yeah.
Did you know that Cincinnati was called the city of 7 hills? That kind of sound like your lower torso to me, now.
Man.
Look at you think I'm lying? Hey, man, they got a city called Porkopolis. You tell me that my nephew should have been the mayor of that. If you think I'm lying, tell my nephew pull his shirt up. He got so many stretch marks on his belly, it look like a damn Bengals helmet. Come on, man. If we ain't the Bengals, I don't know what the hell is.
Are you cracking?
Pull
on
your
my
shirt
dog.
up.
Stay off my dog.
Oh, man. All right.
Stay off Whitlock.
Look, I've got Joe Burrow at a 72 All-Star, down a few points here, down in job performance, down in authenticity. He needs to get the hell out of Cincinnati. I like Joe Burrow, but he's down a few points, 72 All-Star.
I'm with you. He's down. Took him from his GOAT status in his perfect season to now these comments. Doesn't sound like the same Joe Burrow I saw on the field. And don't mess with your destiny, brother. Go where you're drafted and ball out.
All right, the internet agrees with us.
Just get your money, bro.
39%.
I damn sure ain't getting nothing. You get some money,
39%
Joe.
have been an All-Star. All right, that's it for us.
Somebody should get paid.
We'll be in Vegas.